From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Mac's at my bar, where everybody is welcome to have a seat, tell their story about what they're doing out there in our great city of Jacksonville. It's Biz Champions time with our friend Major Harding, brought to you by our friends at Terrell Hogan Law. So thankful for them to be on board. Coach Campo is here as well, and we're talking art. That's what we call it up in Boston. Art. We're talking some art. And an artist is here, and the owner of Stellar's Gallery, Scott Riley, is here. Let's say hi to the panel. We'll start with Major Harding. Hey, Major.
Hey, Tom.
How are you, my friend?
Great.
Good to see you, Scott.
Good
to see you, man. Thanks so much for being here.
Appreciate
Coach,
it.
Hi, Tom.
always a pleasure.
Yeah.
You're an artist by trade, aren't you?
Well, I'm not an artist by trade, but I can draw a little bit.
You can draw a little bit?
Yeah. I mean,
Draw up a play.
Me too.
That's right.
I
Well,
know a really good Santa Claus. I do for my grandchildren.
that's right. So are you an artist at all or not?
No, I'm
You're
not.
the business side of everything.
That's correct.
All right. And
My
the best
mother
looking
was a
one,
great
I heard.
yeah, the
Something
best
like
looking
that?
brother,
Well, my
right?
brother got the talents and I got the look.
There you go. In the sense. All right.
My mother was a good artist, and
Okay.
my brother, and I have a sister that's a good artist, two sisters that are artists, and I have a youngest brother, Paul, he's a
Okay.
folk artist, and
Okay.
very popular artist.
Can you take us back to when you started to make it into a business? How did that all
It's
come
a great
about?
story. I was working for Chester Stokes
Oh, yeah.
in about 1983-ish. No, 80, I'm sorry. And having a great time. Well,
Yeah.
my brother Ford had started reproducing his paintings in the form of lithographs.
Okay.
And my first wife, Ann, and I were selling at the nighttime. And all the years I've been in selling, it was a 100% close ratio. If somebody saw a lithograph, they bought it. They were about
Wow.
$100 back then.
Wow.
Well, Ford was a real pain. He had to open the gallery with Marion Franson, and he wouldn't do anything for her. He's a hunter and a fisherman and a painter.
Okay.
And those orders.
In those orders.
And after about 2 years, she said, would you buy me out? Buy his inventory. So I went to Chester Stokes, and I said, Chester, would you give me, I was 30 years old, I said, would you give me $75,000? That's 40 years,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
He said, go see my CFO, he'll write you a check. That
Yeah.
was, he was a mentor and a great friend.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I took the money, bought it, and then I started. And it's called Stellar's Gallery because the first print was a Stellar's Blue Jay.
Oh, look at that.
It's not like a Stellar performance.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I wish it was Stellar's because I had a
at
couple of
that.
doubters. It could have been Stellar's Galleries.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The hidden secret right here on the horse's mouth. That's phenomenal. Thanks for sharing that. That's cool. Yeah.
Coming up.
Wow, that is great.
Oh, we've had a great time.
I bet you have. So, how big is the gallery? And it's right here in San Marco, isn't it? Kind of right down the road?
I've always called San Marco the crown jewel. I
Yep.
think we've got the best location.
Yep.
I first started on the north side of the square,
Okay.
where
Yep.
Fourscore is today. I was in there in 1992.
Okay.
Remodeled it and made a new face, and it's really nice. But fortunately, well, not fortunately, 20 years later, we went through '08 when the world crashed on us.
Yep.
And galleries were going out of business, and I was able to hang in there. And then eventually we got on the south side of the square, next to Taverna.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
surrounded by all these great restaurants.
Yeah.
Taverna, Oceana, Tom Gray's opening a new one.
Nice.
Got these people coming in at night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Santa Marco's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
God.
Great
Yeah.
spot.
It's the best thing
Great
ever happened to me. So we're right here in the square.
Okay, so when it's, and I may just be, I'm going to use layman's terms because I really don't know your business, but when it's buying time, you're going to go buy art and then have it at your gallery and hopefully sell it. How many pieces are you looking at before you,
Or somebody buys a piece.
or before you actually decide? I mean, is it like
I
a
can
ton,
do it.
like thousands that you're looking at, or no?
Well, when I started, it was just Ford and I.
Okay,
And then another artist would come to me, and I kind of thought, well, I bet I could sell that.
okay,
And then
okay.
it's now to 30, 40 artists that I represent.
Okay, okay.
So, and I only represent them because I like what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I get dozens of monthly emails
Okay.
saying, would you represent me? And that's hard to say no.
Okay,
So
Cool.
we pretty much say we don't have any room.
yeah,
Stay in touch.
yeah, right, yeah.
So
a lot of things coming out in this horse's mouth.
Yeah.
No, right, no,
Well, I got a lot of great secrets.
Well, it's kind of like football. I mean, there's a cut. You know,
Yeah.
some guys just
Yeah.
don't make it for whatever reason.
But we hang about 200-300 paintings in the gallery.
You do.
But I have
So
about
cool.
2,000 paintings I own. I'm different from most galleries. Most galleries, everything's on consignment.
Okay.
I'm different because I'll buy the art.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
We'll consign a lot, but we buy most of it because I buy it better.
How about Scott, international business? Are you like, do you have to
No.
travel a lot?
I do. In fact, I'm in the gallery an hour or two a day.
Okay.
I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm an old curvy vacuum cleaner salesman after my dad. I have to see people.
Yeah.
But my joy is getting out and going into a home. I'll load up my van,
Okay.
and somebody come in and say, I kind of like that. And I say, well, let me just come out to your house.
Yeah.
And so instead of bringing one penny, I've got 20.
Cool.
I did
He's been to my house.
That's a salesman. Sounds like Jerry
Well, you're
Jones
giving
and
them
the
options.
Cowboys.
You're giving them options.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well,
And
you get to
it's
see it hung on your wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right.
instead of looking
Touch
at it
and
in a
feel
gallery, it really makes a
Because it's an
difference.
emotional buy.
It is.
What's
Yeah.
happening
Yeah.
now is the online industry. You've got Instagram and all the social networks and websites and all. I wouldn't buy a piece of art like that.
Right.
I want to see it, I want to authenticate it and such. But really cool when I think about it. I started selling my dad's generation,
Yeah.
and then our generation.
Right.
Now I'm on my children's generation,
That's
which is
awesome.
really fun for me because they're just, getting into some money and getting into some new homes.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Scott, what about, do you have to spend a lot of time, like, people trying to fraudulently, like in the legality department, do you have to do nothing like that? You don't have to worry about nothing like
No.
that?
I had one guy one time sent a letter about 30, 40 years ago and said, your brother's copied my painting.
Okay.
It was over in England.
Yeah.
I looked at it and said, well, it's a blue jay. My brother's is a blue jay. And I gave it to an attorney. He sent me a letter and
That's
said,
great.
it's a blue jay.
All right, wrapping it up with this.
Yeah.
Are you a Jaguar fan?
I am.
You are? How'd
I'm
you
a big
feel?
Browns fan. So
You're a Browns fan too?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's one
I'm a
more
Browns
day.
fan.
I grew up with
Yeah.
Jim Brown and
Okay.
Leroy Kelly.
Oh,
and,
yeah. They were great.
Frank Ryan and what was the kicker's name? Groza or
Yeah, Groza.
Lou Groza?
Yeah.
Groza.
Lou, right? Maybe?
Because my dad was an Ohioan, and so
Okay.
I was.
And my one of my mentors was Otto Graham.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
crushed when Jim Brown left to go into the movie.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
devastated.
Oh, yeah.
But then I saw Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, it was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, Raquel Welch.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jim
Yeah,
Brown.
oh,
That was
yeah.
pretty hot. Yeah, no doubt. All right, great to have you on the show. I really appreciate it.
Been a lot of fun,
Keep up the
guys.
great work. Yeah,
Yeah.
you find out. Look,
Come
that's
see it.
iconic business right here in Jacksonville, and they continue
That's
to
right.
grow and grow. So cool to hear their story. You'll hear stories like this all the time on The Horse's Mouth. In the meantime, make sure you go to dailynewsnetwork.com. You'll see Scott's profile. You see everybody that's sat at the bar. You'll see their profile, and you'll see their conversation right there at the website. So until next time, stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Darrell Hogan Law is a collection of lawyers that help people solve problems in areas of their life they're not able to solve them themselves.
We are not individuals. We are purely a team. We work together for all of our clients.
We have the resources to win your case and win it to such a degree that you're going to be very happy with the results.